Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway from Wildcard weekend. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Jayden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. While there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jayden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. And man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL. That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Hauled in left side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And the fair catch secure here at the 16. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. First carry here for the rookie out of Colorado. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Back to the well again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody. And maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
Going to the ground again on first. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the shotgun, McCarthy has a man, Justin Jefferson. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Vikings have a great first drive and get the game's first points. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. An early reminder that while you're trying to account for all the options they've got on offense, Brock, you also got to be wary of how well he can run the football, too.
You know, one of the questions that I love that you ask in our production meetings to these D coordinators is, anything keeping you up this week? Anything this offense does in particular that's going to be really bothersome? And it's just this. Time and again, right? A quarterback that can run is such a weapon.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. and set, 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2nd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. They have themselves another 1st and 10. To throw, Daniels. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now Daniels off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Moore's got it. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Cairo Santos now to try the field goal. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Carney's kick is good. And it's dropped back down to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Minnesota all set to go for its 2nd drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 37. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. Into the red zone. He does it, touchdown Minnesota. The Vikings get 6 more on their early advantage. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his 3-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the 3-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know. But whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings drive their lead to 11. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives a defense and a defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Dump off caught by his back. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st. Daniels back to throw. Short pass brought in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first. An option give to Robinson. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. The scoreboard reads 14-3. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
That's another Washington.
Daniels on first down. It's taken in by Sinnott. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
At the 29-yard line.
From the 29. That's into the hands of Moore. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Again, Daniels to the air. Escapes out to the left. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Cairo Santos now to try the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Carney's kick is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
His return starts at the 5. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Able to find Hawkinson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Third down, 1 yard to go. McCarthy to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, McCarthy. Ooh, incomplete there on second down, but boy, a risky throw on a check down of all things. Nearly picked off and headed the other way. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one's caught along the left sideline. This play heads out of bounds. Mark it down, though, Brock. Could be some free yards here. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. First and 10, here's McCarthy. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. Now a give on the counter. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 34. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Motion man right is Jefferson. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And Brock, they are really struggling to get their feet under them in the first half. They've got to find some resiliency, really stabilize things here in the postseason. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Play fake here. Daniels. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side.
Holding. Offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. From the gun, it's Daniels. Finds a seam down the middle. Free inside the 30. To the 10. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders make it a 1-score game in the first half. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And the first down pass set away by a defender, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. McCarthy looking to throw. That pass caught by Johnson. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, McCarthy. He has it at the 5. And this is down all the way to the 3. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. Still sticking with the passing game. Rolling left by. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grow their lead just before halftime. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings drive their lead to 11. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Moore with a return. Returns looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. This is hauled in by McLaurin. Down to the 10. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a one-score game before halftime. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Commanders cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Vikings with a football here late in the half. And backed up this deep in their own territory, probably content to just take that lead into the locker room. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He's got him, that's Addison. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 31. Has his man. It's Addison. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Here's McCarthy to throw. Hockenson reels it in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Sideline shot is snagged by Hockenson. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. 2nd and 4. Getting out to his left. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
I know they love that golf adage, drive for show, putt for dough, but it's awfully nice to drive for show and to have that kind of weapon in your back pocket.
And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the 3rd quarter underway. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here's the Minnesota offense headed out to start this 3rd quarter. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Into traffic, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now McCarthy, able to find Hockenson. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Part of what's earned him status, Gronk, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
No return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. The Commanders. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
And the Commanders' 1st down.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Moore's got it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They cross the 40 on a nice run. And he's all the way down to the 36. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Commanders will have a 1st. Daniels from the pistol. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. All set up now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Sending a receiver left. Here's Robinson. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. 2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Once more, it's Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Commanders start the 2nd half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders bring it back to even. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Vikings now set to take the field. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Flush down now to his left. Now here he goes. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
Escapes a defender. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. They give it to him again. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Back-to-back carries here. And they had that one contained right at the line. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. McCarthy throwing here. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
First down from the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a third-quarter lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Moore with a return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
That's more on the quick slant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
He did such a good job of not just hitting him in a window on that slant, in the right window, but hitting him right in time, right in a spot where he had room to run and add on to that catch.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. A toss now to Robinson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Now Daniels off the play action. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's Vikings football, and they know they're only 1 quarter away from advancing here. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 17. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. They get 6 and a first down as well.
It's a gain of 6. And the Vikings first down.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Finds a seam down the middle. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings double their lead to 14.
Commanders 27.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's into the hands of Moore. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 yards on the play. That's good. For Commanders, first down.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Here's 2nd and 5. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
2nd and 6 now. That pass caught by Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
A gain of 29 yards.
How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset? They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Forced out to... This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Has his man. It's Addison. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll try and punch it in. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal. Going ground game again here. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. Give him 4 yards as we have hit our 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Vikings feeling good with a 14-point advantage. Motion man right is Jefferson. 3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Vikings make it a 3-score game in the 4th. One after try good by Wildcard. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21.
Commanders 27.
Here's Wildcard set to kick this away. Moore with a return. Returns looking good so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Daniels on first down. He gets this one to McLaurin. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. On first down, here's Daniels. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down. Third and a lone yard coming up. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Washington calls it second timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Ball at the 33 for first down. Again, Daniels to the air. Moore's got it. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders get it back to a 14-point game. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Vikings bring in the onside kick. That should just about do it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. Lining up to take a knee on second down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And you never want to count out those wildcard teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. With Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners. As with that, we sign off from D.C.